Good day everyone, I am Lydelyn Baranggot, BSIT2C, reporting about Brazil ethnic group in Amazon. There are about 305 tribes living in Brazil today, totaling around 900,000 people, or 0.5 of Brazil population. The government has recognized 690 territories for its indigenous population, covering about 13% of Brazil's landmass. Nearly all of this reserved land, 98.5%, lies in the Amazon, but also roughly half of all the Brazilian Indians live outside the Amazon. These tribes only copy 1.5% of the total land reserved for Indians in the country, those peoples who live in the savanna and Atlantic forest of the south, just as Guarani and the Kaingang, and the dry interior of the northeast, just as Bataso, Hahai, and Tupinamba were among the first to come into contact with the European colonists when they landed in Brazil in 1500. Despite hundreds of years of contact with expanding frontier society, they have in most cases firstly maintained their language and costume in the face of the massive theft of and continuing encroachment onto their lands. The largest tribe today is the Guarani, numbering 51,000, but they have very little land and left. During the past 100 years, almost of their land has been stolen from them and turned into vast, dry networks of cattle ranches, soya fields, and sugarcane plantations. Many communities are crammed into overcrowded reserves, and other lives under tarpaulins by the side of highways. The people with the largest territory are the relatively isolated 19,000 Yanomami, who copy 9.4 million hectares in the northern Amazon, an area about the same size as the U.S. state of Indiana and slightly larger than Hungary. The largest Amazonian tribe in Brazil is the Ticona, who number 40,000. The smallest consists of just one man, who lives in a small patch of forest surrounded by cattle ranches and soya plantation in the western Amazon, and all attempts at contact. Many Amazonian people number fewer than 1,000. The Akonso tribe, for example, now consists for just 4 people, and the Awa just 450. Brazil is home to more uncontacted peoples than anywhere on the planet. It is now also that over 100 tribes groups live in the Amazon. Some number several hundreds and live in remote border areas in Acre State and in protected territories just as the Valley do Javari on the border with Peru. Others are scattered fragments, the survivors of tribes virtually wiped out by the impacts of the rubber bomb and expanding agriculture in the lands entering. Many such as the Numanic, Kawayaheva, who number a few dozen, are filling longgards and ranches, invading their land as pressure amounts to exploit their land. All uncontacted Indians are extremely vulnerable both to violent attack and to disease widespread elsewhere like flu and measles, to which they have no immunity. Most thrive entirely of the forests, savannas, and rivers by a mixture of hunting, gathering, and fishing. They grow plants for foods and medicine and use them to build houses and make everyday objects. We Indians are like plants. How can we live without our soil, without our land? Staple crops such as manioc, sweet potato, corn, bananas, and pineapples are grown in garden. Animals such as tapir and monkeys and birds like curassow are hunted for meat. Some tribes like Matis use long blowguns with poison darts to catch prey. Most use bows and arrows, and some also use shotguns. Nuts, berries, and fruits such as acacia and peas palm are regularly harvested, and bees honey is the relish fish, particularly in Amazon, is an important food. Many indigenous people use fish poison or timbo to stand and catch fish. The Inawini Nawi, who do not eat red meat, are renowned for the elaborate wooden dams called Watiwina, which they build across small rivers every year to catch the smoke large quantities of fish. Their Yakwa ceremony is the link to the fishing dams and has been recognized as part of Brazil nation heritage. A handful of people, the Awa, the Mako in the northwest, and some uncontacted tribes are nomadic hunter-gatherers. They live in a small extended family groups and keep few positions, which allow them to move rapidly through the forest. They can erect shelters from the tree saplings and palm leaves in just a few hours. Like all indigenous people, they carry incredibly detailed mental maps of the land and its topography, fauna, and flora, the best hunting place. The Awa sometimes hunt at night. I get dirty thoughts about you.